So, I'm considering getting bariatric surgery. I struggled with this for a while. In fact, I would be livid when people would bring it up to me. Um, People being friends, watching me struggle with my weight for my whole life, basically. Uh, Struggle mentally with my weight, but then actually with my weight for 10 years, for the past 10 years, but mentally with my weight, struggled from like 12 to 24. Um, and then actually struggled with my weight from 24 to now. And I would be livid because I was like, bariatric surgery is for people who are like on my 600-pound life and like, have gone to the point of no return and things like that. And then when I started looking into it more, I started being like, oh, bariatric surgery is a treatment. Just like GLP1s are treatments. And I don't qualify for GLP1s because of my history of pancreatitis. I have a genetic predisposition to pancreatitis, and I got it when I was in my late 20s, like just randomly. It was crazy. I had to stay in the hospital for 4 days. I had it for over a week, and I was just powering through grad school with it, like hosting, visiting professors, and luncheons and meetings. Meanwhile, I'm dying on the inside and can barely walk and barely slept all week. I finally went to the ER because I like couldn't get through 1 hour of sleeping. I don't think I could get through 30 minutes of sleeping because I kept tossing and turning. My back was really hurting. Um, so anyway, finally drove myself to the ER. Yeah, I drove myself to the ER in excruciating pain. Anyway, um, that's actually a lesson in like um, not listening to your body. I just started listening to my body like 3 years ago. Insane. Um, anyway, back to the bariatric surgery. It's a treatment. And people are like, well, GLP-1s are, approved for people with diabetes, but, there's research out there that talks about GLP-1s being helpful to the way it works. The way it works, it's to help you like with hunger, the hunger hormone, I believe. Same with bariatric surgery. Um, Bariatric surgery is the same thing. It takes away. It depends on what type of surgery. There's plenty of different surgeries. There's surgeries that take away, nearly 3/4 of your stomach. There are ones that takes away 3/4 of your stomach and reroutes your small intestine to somewhere else. There's a whole lot of things, but the point is, it it it, um, it acts on the hunger hormone, but in a drastic way, and that helps reduce food intake, and then you have to supplement with, vitamins and stuff because you're not getting enough food in. You just have to be like super mindful of the food you get in and make sure that it's got enough protein and vitamins, and then you supplement with the other vitamins. Anyway, all of that to say, like, this treatment is really important because of comorbidities, things that cause weight loss and then cause weight gain and happen because of weight gain. And a lot of people have different comorbidities. People have sleep apnea, PCOS, endometriosis, and all of these things. It's jury's still out on a lot of these things as far as if they're caused because of obesity or if obesity makes them worse. But either way, people that struggle with obesity and extra weight have these comorbidities, and a lot of them are metabolic conditions, and hormones are a huge part of your metabolism. So I feel like this conversation with Serena Williams and GLP-1s and people disappointed in her and stuff is just like some of y'all, I get it, like, everybody's like an expert in some way, but like, I need y'all to go to ncbi.com, you know what I mean? PubMed, the National Library of Medicine, and try to interpret those papers. And if you can't, there are YouTubers, or maybe there aren't YouTubers that break down these papers. Let me know if you want me to break down some papers for you and like talk about what the statistical tests mean, what their study methods mean, what their results are saying. Because a lot of these studies, they're concluding incremental progress, and they're talking about what study needs to happen next to, further cement this result. So a lot of the time people are like, oh, well, look at this study and how it shows that a simple change in lifestyle will help with people with PCOS. And it's like, sure, but there's studies, and then there's also lived experience. You have to take both into account. And I have PCOS, sleep apnea, insulin resistance, a history of pancreatitis. I have just those four comorbidities alone make it grueling to lose weight. And you can talk to anybody in my life, or you could take my word for it. I've spent my weight. I spent my whole life dieting my way up in weight. Dieting when I didn't need to diet, when I just needed to, balance more sometimes and eat more fruits and vegetables. I recently learned that there's a symptom of insulin resistance that will, kind of activate that hunger hormone more and make you want to eat more food. I don't know if it's more like sweets, or if it's, I don't know if it's sweets particular, but you crave intaking more food just based off of that, like, imbalance. And it's like, that's not something you can like lifestyle away. That's a treat that for big problems require big solutions. So that's why I'm considering bariatric surgery. And I'm thinking about how, bariatric surgery is not an easy way out at all. I've been going through this process. Like, there's a lot of prereqs and stuff you have to wait. Once you decide you want to start the program, you have to spend like 6 months in prereq. That's meetings with nutritionists, meeting with the surgeon, meeting with the bariatrician who's an MD that specializes in, all things body and mind, really, when it comes to having surgery. You meet with a psychologist regularly. You have group meetings, you have support. Like, it's strict. They're like, I was just thinking about how I just finished eating dinner, and right now I'm practicing not drinking liquids 30 minutes after I eat, until 30 minutes after I eat. So I have to eat my dinner and then wait 30 minutes and not drink water. And I put my water far away over there so that I wouldn't be tempted to drink it while I was eating. And I'm so fucking thirsty. Like, I have to retrain my brain. I have to retrain the way I eat. Like, 5 minutes before I eat, no, try not to drink liquids. Ideal is like 20 minutes, but my nutritionist said 5 minutes is fine. And then I gotta wait 30. And that's all prepping my body and my mind to have a smaller stomach. And, with the comorbidities that I have, I'm thinking about how, this is a rough process, and like that drinking, not drinking water until 30 minutes is just one thing. I'll share more later, but I came on here to just say that, like, it's not an easy way out at all. I've been working, like putting in a lot of work. On top of that, they want you to lose weight before you get to the surgery to make the surgery safer. I've lost 33 pounds since last November. The retraining my brain and the way it's like, wow, and I'm excited for this hard work to pay off, because I don't want to have sleep apnea anymore. There's lots of reasons that I had sleep apnea, but I wasn't uncomfortably overweight for me. I didn't really consider myself overweight. Maybe BMI is, but BMI is, I don't feel like it super applies to me. I don't feel like it super applies to the general non-white population. Anyway, but I didn't really feel overweight until 2020, and before then I was just dieting for no reason. But I'm excited to put in this work to heal the sleep apnea that I got diagnosed with after I was struggling with breathing a lot. Like, I have sinuses, I have dermatitis, I have gastritis. So like, there's all these things, all these illnesses and ailments that this surgery will help. It's a treatment. And my friend was like, if you've lost weight by yourself, why not just keep doing that? And it's like, because I